Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. This is the simple servo-motor detector project that I've done. It's really easy to use and I'm going to be explaining you how to do this entire project really easily and simple. As you can see, it works with a buzzer, light, servo-motor and an object to detect. The code and everything will be in the description, and let's get started with the video. Starting off with this simple project, we will need 4 things. Excluding the Arduino of your choice, I'm going to be using a 8 mega 2560 with an IO shield for more voltage and ground power. You can use any type. You can use an Arduino Uno, you can use even a Raspberry Pi, you can use multiple expansion boards, anything. I'm going to be using my 8 mega 2560, and you need a servo motor, any type, either this one or this one, any of them really works. You're gonna need a light. I'm gonna be using red, so it's detected, red alerts. I'm gonna be using a buzzer, and we're gonna be using a servo motor. Let's start by the wiring diagram. I have put the wiring diagram in the description. You can check it, and the code's going to be there, everything's going to be there. You're just gonna need to check the wiring diagram with me if you made anything wrong. Let's start by assembling our project. You can see the wiring diagram and the code in the description. Everything's provided. You just need to go after me so you make sure you don't short circuit anything. So let's start by the ultra sensor. I'm going to be showing you how it's done, and you can even check the diagram yourself, but let's start. So starting for, we have the VCC. You can see that's the VCC right there, the red one. It must go in the 3 volt. Do not put it in the 5 volt, otherwise it might short circuit. And then we have the ground, which is the brown one for me. And then we have the trigger, and we also have the echo. The trigger will be D9 and the echo will be D10 in the code. You can customize it, but that's what I have. So the trigger is the green one. That's for the servo motor. Let's go. That's for the ultra sensor. Let's do the servo motor now. Mine came in a groove, so I'm going to be using the groove. It's better for me. So here the yellow one is the signal, so we're gonna expand it with a cable like this. And for me, the servo signal will be going to D6 in the code. That's it for the servo motor. I had to improvise with some dual jumper cables because the groove messed up my wiring, so that's fine. We can go to the next thing, which is the LED. And the LED is really simple. There are just 3 wires and it's pretty obvious. So we're going to be putting the VCC. You can either use 5V or 3V. If you're gonna use like the product for like a minute or 2 minutes, then you can use 5V for higher brightness. Same thing with the buzzer. But if you're using it like as a full project for school, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, then I recommend you to use 3 volts so it doesn't explode or get fried. So let's make sure to set up these in the right cables. So for me, I have the red one as the signal. I've messed it up before, but it's fine. Let's just use D4, which is in the code. Make sure you go with the code. My D4 is right here. That's D4 for me. Okay. And now we got voltage and ground. Usually the voltage in the middle for the LED. Just make sure you have the right schematic. So make sure to check that. So I'm using voltage and the ground right here. I'm gonna using 5 volt because I'm just turning it on for like a minute. And that's the LED. We're gonna do the buzzer now. Same thing. I have the voltage and the ground here, and this is the signal. For the buzzer, we're going to be using D5. Right over here. D5, and I'm going to be using 5B for the buzzers for higher sound because I think it's just better. So we're going to be doing that right here. I'll just use the other 5V and ground, I guess, then. Because it's an expansion board, so I have multiple 5Vs and ground. There and there. That's it for the schematic. We have everything ready. Now let's go to the coding part. Okay, so for the coding part, I've provided everything in the description. You just need to connect your Arduino by cable. I'm going to be using my 8 mega as I said, it lit up. Now I'm gonna take you to the coding section right over here. This is the schematic that I've made and the code, so I provided it in the description. Here's my Arduino. So it's really easy to connect. You just need to go to boards. Here's the unknown com. You just need to pick that up. You can type your board here, but I've already registered my board multiple times. So you just need to pick it, which is the 8 mega. Yep, that's one. Arduino Mega 256. You just need to pick that up and you press OK. And the codes here, you can always edit the code if you like, but it's ready. You just need to press verify to make sure it's working. When it's done verifying, right down there, you can upload the code. Just finished assembling everything. I had a wiring issue because my components are not labeled. Your components are probably labeled, but here's a simple thing. When detected, it'll start making noise and the servo stopped. So let's put it to actual work and build something simple to show you how it works. Just make sure before building anything is that you remove the power cable so you don't get short circuit or electrocuted. That's it. Now we can start building the actual project. For my project, I'll be doing a simple like a police car detector or something like that, maybe a security system. So I'm going to be gluing the sensor over the servo so it rotates like that. It just rotates it, and then we're going to be using a simple object to try and get it detected, and we'll see how that goes. So I'll put you on a time lapse and you can see how it's done. And after assembling a simple DIY can now safely plugged back the Arduino we've used. And now it's going to start rotating. It's going to start simply rotating. I haven't glued the servo because I'm going to remove the project later. But now we can bring a simple object in front of it. It will stop and it will start buzzing and red light. But if we move it away, it will start rotating normally back again. And the same thing if you put it back. So that was the really simple ultrasonic sensor and servo motor project. Hope you've liked this video. I would really appreciate a simple comment and subscription, and thank you guys for your time. Please comment down what other DIY project do you guys need, and I'll be doing it as soon as possible.